Hello.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, ma'am. How are you?
I am good, thanks. What is your name?
My name is Subhash Pal.
And where are you from?
I am from India.
Nice to meet you. My name is Kuvasna and I am from South Africa.
From your surname that is Singh, so I thought that you might have some connection with India. Do you have any
Yes,
connection with me?
yes, my parents are Indian.
Okay, so I
Yes,
guessed it right.
yes. And which part of India are you from?
I am from the northeastern part of India, that is from the state of Assam.
Okay, that's nice. And currently, are you working? Do you have your own business or what do you do in India?
Yeah, I am in a government job.
Oh, nice. This is very
Yeah.
nice. And I'm sure most of the people, especially in your city, are speaking the local language. So,
Yes, yes.
yeah, so why do you think it's important for you to learn how to speak English if everyone around you is speaking the local language?
If you can speak in English, so you will feel like that you are in a some advantageous position, because when
Yeah,
you go for applying for a job or any other place, so if you know English, so you have a fair chance to get the job,
yeah.
particularly in speaking.
Mhm.
And of course writing is also necessary.
Do you think more people, especially the new generation, do you think they are mostly speaking English with each other, even when having normal conversation, or are people still mostly using the local language to speak?
Yes, here in our part, I don't know in other parts of the country, but so far, no, in our part, only local language.
Hmm.
They rarely speak English. Even though both of them know how to speak English, but they will speak in local language only.
Hmm. Yeah. And India is such a big country. Do you also travel to other parts of India, even in the north?
Yeah, yeah, I travel several places in our country. Yes.
And would you say that there is a big difference between people coming from the south and people coming from the north of India? Do
Yeah,
you think there is a big difference between the
yeah,
culture?
there is big difference. So when
Mhm,
you visit the southern part of our country, so it is very difficult because of, I mean, to interact with the people of that part of the country due to
mhm,
this language problem. They speak a different language. From our part, we speak a different language. So
mhm.
now the interaction, if it is in English, okay, if both the parties know English, then it's okay. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult.
Yeah. And Um, do you think it's common for families to mix between the North and the South? Because, for example, in South Africa, we have many Indian people here, and you can tell who is from the North, who is from the South, by the culture, the language, the food, the way they dress. And it's very rare that you find these two cultures mixing. It's very rare that you'll find, for example, a marriage between these two families. So in India, do you think it's also rare, or is it quite common for marriages to happen and for these families to mix?
Yes, here it is also same. So we have different cultures and food habits and language, as I told you. So this is not very common for marriage, etc.
Hmm.
But nowadays it's happening. Earlier
Hmm.
it was very rare, but nowadays what happens, you see some in some office and in MNC multinational company. So there are people are working, some from north, some from east or say west and south. They
Yeah.
are working together. So after sometimes some of them may fall in love with one another. They are from different races, even
Mhm.
sometimes from different religions also.
Yeah.
So after that, they end up marry one another. So nowadays it's happening, though it is
Yeah.
not so common,
Mhm.
but it is happening.
Yeah. Mhm. And at the moment, do you live with your family?
Yes, yes, I am living with my family.
Mhm. And do you have children also?
Yeah, yeah, I have children. They are grown up.
And tell me, in India, would you say that education is quite expensive? Because right now you have a child who will be going to university again. Would you say that this is very expensive in India?
It depends. If you are in a government college or university, so
Yeah.
the expense is very less. The fee, etc., are very less. But
Mhm.
if you are in a private college, university, it is very expensive.
Would you say that there is a difference in the quality of the education between the private university and government university?
No, there is not much difference so far as MBBS course is concerned in
Mhm.
both cases, and say engineering, etc. Also, there is not
Yeah.
much difference. And
And you know, most of the people that I speak to on Cambly from India, it's mostly people that want to learn English because they want to leave India and go to another country. Do you think your children would also like to do the same thing, or as a parent, would you advise your children to move abroad and work abroad?
no, they don't have any plan as such. So they are only say one is trying to get an admission in an medical college. So
Yeah.
after doing, if she gets a chance there and
Mhm.
get an entry in a college, then she will have to serve here in India because she has to sign a bond,
Mhm.
because the
Mhm.
fee that charge in government college is very nominal, as I told you.
Yes.
So,
Mhm.
so before entering this course, you will have to sign a bond that after finishing the course, you will have to serve a minimum, say 3 years, 5 years, like that,
Yeah.
in under this government. And
Okay.
as of now, there is no such plan to go abroad.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. And your wife, is she also working as
No, she is not working. She is just a homemaker. She is doing
yeah.
well.
Mhm. Yeah. And you know, I think during the time of my parents and my grandparents, it was possible. It was actually normal for just you know, the man in the home to be working and the wife stays at home. But now you find that it's not possible, even if you know, women. Besides the fact that women want to have a career as well, but with the way the economy is, it's not possible to have a family and just one person working, especially if you want to have a good quality of life. It's important for two people to be working because life is becoming so expensive. Would you say in India it is becoming like this as well, where it is now changing and the woman now has to work in order to have a good quality of life? Or do you think life is
Yes,
very affordable?
yeah, yeah, exactly. You are right on target. So here also in India, now everybody wants to be independent. Earlier there was a perception that only the boys will work and the girls will remain at home. But nowadays it is more than necessary that girls should come out of their homes and do job, because if they are not independent, uh, they might land in trouble in future, because if
Mm,
their marriage goes wrong in the
yeah.
future when they'll get married, and if it goes wrong, So she will be in an disadvantageous position. So if she is a working girl, so it will be very good for her.
Mhm.
Nowadays, everybody is trying, and even for the economic, as you saw, it is very expensive to
Yeah.
day-to-day meet the day-to-day expenses for a family. So now everybody is trying to get married with another service person.
Yeah, definitely. You have any brothers and sisters living nearby?
Yeah, brothers and sisters, they are not exactly nearby, say 500 kilometers away from my place.
Oh, that's quite far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
they
how
have their
often?
own family, they are settling there, they have settled there.
Yeah. And how often
For
do
the
you
sake of,
visit?
not regularly, say once in a year, we get to meet one.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. The time is almost over, sir, but it was very nice meeting you and speaking with you.
Yeah, same here.